Hey everyone, this is Pastor Ken with Little Church Big Heart. I'm coming to you from vacation this week. If you want to continue seeing these videos meant to encourage small church pastors, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified of future videos. I plan to put out one each week just to give you a few moments of encouragement as you get ready for the Lord's Day. To let you know you're not alone and that other people are out there facing many of the things you're facing, and to encourage you to do what God has called you to do. One of the things I want to talk to you this week about is rest. Like I said, I'm on vacation, and I try very hard these days to take all of my days off and to take my vacations. And the reason for that is I've been that guy who never took a day off, never took a vacation. One time I calculated that in 6 years I had taken 2 weeks of vacation. And another time I figured out that in over a year and a half at one church I had not taken a single day off. The problem is I ended up being very burnt out. You see, God's commanded us to take a time of rest. The Bible calls it a Sabbath. Now, I don't want to get legalistic on that, on saying He's going to judge you if you don't take a Sabbath, if you work on the Sabbath, any of those things. But we want to understand the reason God gave us that rest is He designed us to need a time of rest. He also called us to spend time with Him during that time of rest. You know, the Sabbath was given to imitate God's taking the seventh day off, but it was also taken to display to the people around the nation of Israel that their God was a providing God, a powerful providing God who provided everything that they needed. And they didn't need to be constantly locked in a frenetic search for sustenance, for housing, for clothing, but instead they could trust in Him. Jesus even tells us not to worry about such things because the Father knows we need them and He'll provide them. So now, I want you to think a moment about what you tell your church about building the church. We tell our church as pastors, every biblical pastor will tell our church, we do not build the church. Christ will build the church. He's promised to build His church, and the gates of hell can't stand against it. We know that passage. Why is it that so many of us then refuse to take a day off, believing that if we take a day off, the church might collapse? What might we come back to find? Might someone say something that hurts someone? Might someone do something that does damage? Is it possible a visitor might come and we're not there and they won't come back? All of these different things can pass through our mind, and we can feel that we have to be there all the time to make sure the church is well. But when we do that, we actually deny the very thing that we teach our people. We deny the very thing that God has said about the church. So I would encourage you, watch out. You're going to burn out. It will come someday if you don't take time off and you don't rest and you don't spend time with the Lord. Now, we do this for a good purpose. We work and we work and we work so intent that we're going to build the church. But you know, we need the rest and our family needs the rest. And guess what? Your church needs a rested pastor. And the main reason is the biggest danger your church faces when you get yourself to the point of burnout is that you might actually end up doing something that burns down everything that you tried to build. So for the sake of your church, I hope you will find a way to take those days off. Now in the description below, I've put a link to my blog page on this subject. I share what I do to take time off, what I do to rejuvenate and renew. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button, you hit the bell for notifications, and my prayers are for you. I hope you have a wonderful Lord's Day. God bless.